Comedy Kitchen with Chef Cell was recorded on a cell phone in front of a fake audience. What?
I think we got most of it. That's a stick and a half for all you people that were sleeping when I was telling you how much. Hey guys, Chef Cell right here. Still the fastest finger in the West, ladies and gentlemen. Ew. Come on, it's the holidays. Get your mind out of the gutter. That's right, Comedy Kitchen with Chef Cell is right here, right now. Because you pressed play. Now I want you to press subscribe and hit like. I know it's kind of weird when people say hit like and they didn't even watch the show yet. Here's your guy. Hit like and then watch the show and you'll see why you hit like. Or something. Anyway, let's get right to this. Another holiday, maybe stay over thing, or maybe when the presents are all unwrapped and the whole bit, you say, hey, I have some really sweet stuff here. And it's really sweet, but really good. It's a gluten-free pecan chocolate cheesecake dessert. You're gonna make it 13 by 9 casserole dish, the same one you used last week, but it's probably empty by now, so you fill it up with sweeter stuff and good stuff. It's gonna take you a while because you gotta make, mix, apply, refrigerate, and repeat. So do it like the day before, Christmas or New Year's. It's actually good for that too. So whatever you want to do, I don't care. I just want you to make it. Please, again, subscribe, like, do all the things. And now, Chef Cell number 2, I know you're out there. Get going with this. I'll be back later.
Well, thanks a lot, Chef Cell. Gee, I wish you were here. Anyway, so to start, we're going to make the crust of this thing. And it's not too crazy. See? Got about a cup and a half of these chopped pecans that I'm going to mince into oblivion. Can you mince pecans? Yeah, watch me. Here we go. I would say that was minced. Or just chop them really fine, all right? If you don't like the freaking fancy words that I use, that's fine. Over there on the stove, you don't need to see it. You don't need to see it. It's a stick and a half of unsalted butter. I'm gonna pour that in here. And I got some store-bought gluten-free flour here. I think it was Bob's, or I had another brand that I use.
I have this gluten-free all-purpose flour. You can get bread flour in there, whatever you want. Go to the store, buy it. Bob's is good. Works for me. And let's get this butter in there. It's all melted now. That's a stick and a half for all you people that were sleeping when I was telling you how much. It's okay. It's okay. We're all still friends here. Let's get mix this. Let's get mix this together. We get this. Can't talk today. Well, it's Christmas, we're all excited. Santa's coming and a whole bit. Kind of makes like a paste, which is what we're looking for here. Looks good enough. Now we have these really finely chopped pecans. I called them minced. Everybody's writing in already. Never been so popular. And we want to make a crust out of this, You're going to push it into that 13 by 9 that I have panned already. It's a patience game. That's all it is, really. So we're going to make the pudding. We're going to make the whipped cream. I'm going to make everything, I'll show you all the ingredients, don't worry. And everybody's continuing to write in. And don't use a whisk for this, please. You want to talk about the family getting involved. You have the kids picking this stuff out of the spokes with toothpicks. All right, that's good. Let me get my 13 by 9 that I have panned already. And next step city. And just get it in there any old way. It's like one big plop. It's going to be a thin layer of this crust, which is what you want, You don't want to get too crazy with this stuff. Just coat the bottom, that's all. And I have a 350 oven ready. I'm going to put this in the oven. 10-15 minutes, no big deal. Depending on your oven. And we want it to get nice and brown and toasty. You'll see. You'll see it. You'll know it when it's done. All right, in the oven with you. Let's get some pudding made. The ingredients for the pudding are exactly this. 3/4 cup or 150 grams granulated sugar. 1/3 cup or 33 grams of unsweetened cocoa powder. 1/4 cup or 30 grams of cornstarch, right here, baby. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt, just to say we did. 3½ cups, I'm gonna take it out of here, cold milk. Whole milk, folks. Whole, cold milk. Cold, whole milk. And 2 tablespoons, about, of butter. Don't, be crazy. An inch or 2, it's not a big deal. And some vanilla extract, about 1½ teaspoons. And it's pudding time. Let's get the sugar, cocoa powder, cornstarch, and salt. Sugar, cocoa powder, cornstarch, and salt, all in the same thing. Whisk that up nice like my dad used to say. Whisk it up nice, Anthony. Don't piss me off, huh? Sorry, Dad. It's like dusty pudding already. It's crazy. Now we're going to get that milk in there. Here's the first 1.5 cups. And here's the rest of the milk. It's pudding, stuff is made of milk. Now this is going to thicken in about 8 to 10 minutes, so just keep stirring it, keep your eye on it. I got that crust in the oven saying, hey man, don't forget about me. Don't worry, I won't. Sheesh. Now after we finish baking that crust, we're going to throw it in the fridge. Let it get room temp first, then stick it in the fridge. Let's get it nice and chilled. I'm going to pour all this great stuff right over it. Now as soon as it gels up a little bit, or thickens up, whatever you want to call it, that's when we're going to add our vanilla and our butter right here. Off the heat though. You want to stop boiling up this stuff, all right? It's so mean. It's only freaking vanilla. Jesus. Keep it on a medium-low, folks, if I didn't tell you already. Now, when this is all done, we're going to let this cool also, and then we're going to make our cream cheese. It's like kind of like a cheesecake-ish kind of thing with that cream cheese. Nice fade in. Who did that? That's great. This is just about to start bubbling. You can see around the edges. That's when it happens. The outside edges there. You're going to feel it. It's getting already thick. Not before this, what it was before this already. Is it already now? All right, it's getting thicker and thicker. Now, a lot of people say to themselves, I don't know when to stop mixing, heating it up and mixing. You'll just know, that's all. When the bubbles really start like this, see? All over the place like whack-a-mole. Maybe about another minute after that, 30 seconds maybe. I think that's going to be about it. So off with the heat. In with, give me about 2 teaspoons of this vanilla. Melt that 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter in there. But don't do the paper, really. Won't be really good. Or as I used to say, it won't be good for you. All right, here we go. Okay, let's set that aside, let it cool. Let's get this cheesecake-ish filling now. All right, I got that 8-ounce block, room temperature cream cheese ready to go. Got my whisk attachment, my KitchenAid. And we're going to whip this up. I'm going to turn it down real low because I'm coming in with the confectioners now. Now you can move it up. Stop and scrape. This confectioner's loves to be difficult. Now we're going to fold in about a cup of homemade whipped cream. Everything's from scratch today, folks. You want that other stuff? Go over to Martha Stewart or something. I don't know. Well, she makes doilies, right? What is she doing over there? I don't know. All right, I'll try it again. Nice and air. Get some air in there. Nice and air. Whatever I said, right. All right, let's bring it down. Just a dot of vanilla extract because we have vanilla going into the whipped cream. We're going to fold in here. A cup of that. This whole thing's about gelling now. Chilling, gelling, chilling, gelling. I'm going to get this in a bowl. I'm going to clean this bowl out and I'm going to make that whipped cream. So stick around like you have a choice. 2 cups of this whipping cream. Cold if you got it. And I'm going to start this up with my cage. Only going to use a little bit of sugar in here, this confectioner's, because it's pretty sweet, that cream cheese mixture we made, so we don't want to overly sweet ourselves. Start at a medium. Get some little air bubbles around there. That creates the base, right? You want a nice base. And then move it up to high. I'll show you. All right, it's been about 2 minutes. About 10-15 seconds on medium-high, then let it blow out at high, baby. It's going to take a couple of minutes after you're on high. Here we go. It's just about there, but what I want to do, this wasn't in my original plan, but you know what? It's how I roll. I got this cream of tartar here. It's going to keep it nice and stiff when you mix it with the pudding. Maybe about almost a half a teaspoon. You don't need a lot of this stuff. And bring it back up. And there we go. All right, here's my cheese mixture. And here's my whipped cream. A little bit of that cream of tartar in there. And like I said, it's not going to be overly sweet. We got enough sugar in this whole thing, trust me. Now you just want to fold this in, keep it fluffy, cut it in the middle, turn it over itself, go around the edges, turn that over too, and keep going until it's mixed. You'll know. Now everything needs to be refrigerated. I would go overnight. I'm not going to lie to you. 4 hours at least. But you got to get that crust, stable. You want this all to be nice, pretty much body filled. God, I sound like an axe murderer. You know what I mean. You get the body in this thing. You gotta get it cold. Same thing with the pudding. Gotta get it cold. All right, let's refrigerate everything, and then we're gonna put it all together. Everything's been chilled, cooled, very cooled actually. Here is our, I'm gonna call it my cheesecake extravaganza. How's that? What I was getting at is this is now cold, and so is the pudding, and so is my crust. See, boom. Now we're going to do the fun part because the work is done. This is now the fun part. Get that pudding in there. Smooth, make it smooth. And after you do all this application and building and stacking of all this stuff, back in the fridge, another 2 hours. I mean, you're never going to get this pudding to act like it's, what can I say, cake or anything when you cut it. It's going to be a little flowy, but it thickens it up a little bit when you make it colder, It's the story of life, really. Not really. And now, because I'll loosen this up a little bit, this cream cheese delight. Oh wait, what was it? Oh yeah, extravaganza. Don't press down too hard. It's all, it's being put over soft pudding. You got to be careful when you spread it. You can go as thin as you can. Now that is coverage, my friends. And as a little bit of a doodad here, I have some more of this powdered cocoa. Just get that over. Don't worry about the sugar not being in the cocoa powder at this point because you got sugar down in the basement here looking up going, hey man, don't worry, I got it covered. I got you covered. So there's that. And I'm just going to clean it up here and let's see if we can take a piece. Just trying to cut out a slab here. And we're going to get a bowl and just plop it in there. All right, I think we got most of it. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said in the last show, I very rarely do this, but I just have to try it. Here we go. Oh man, I got to tell you, I might have to go in again because you never know, I know they say words like to die for, but this really is. Wow. You saw me make it. Like I said, I know it's the holidays right now, or really at any time. You probably don't have a lot of time make the pudding from scratch and whip the cream and do all that stuff, which I definitely think you should try at least to have the time to do that. But if you don't, you can get boxed. Make sure there's not a lot of junk in it. The boxed powder mix for the pudding, and they have the pre-packaged whipped cream in the stores or whatever. But, take the extra half hour to do this because you're going to get that, and it's really, really some good stuff. So listen, I'll be back maybe one more time before Christmas. We have a week to go. But please like, comment, say, hey, Merry Christmas, or whatever it is, Happy Hanukkah, everything. Say happy everything to me. I love all this happiness. So I am Chef Cell, Comedy Kitchen with Chef Cell. We'll be back very soon. Thanks for watching.